Hi Aries, welcome to my YouTube channel, Moon Jasper Jam. And if you're visiting me from Facebook, welcome to my pages. Today I'm going to be doing a love and general reading for you, tarot. I'm also going to do some numerology. I take the numbers from your uploads of your last readings. It's 1 minute apart, and we could see if there's any extra messages or if any of the messages coincide with your tarot today. And I'm also going to pull some moon cards for you, some messages for that. Yesterday, the moon was passing through your sign, Aries, beautiful Aries. Today, it's moving into Taurus. So we're going to start with numerology. I'm going to just ask universal spirit energies of love and light only to please bring forth messages for the beautiful zodiac sign of Aries. And my intentions are going to be for December 2021, and we're going to do January 2022. So happy holidays and happy new year. So first I want to start with your numerology. Hopefully my readings don't cut out. So your last upload you had 1624 and 1625. So right away I see 16, and 16 is the tower in the tarot. That's whether you saw this coming or not, it was something that was built on a unstable foundation. There was a crack in the foundation. So therefore, when you have something like that, you can't really build anything. You could keep trying, but it's like playing that game where you pull out those little things. I don't forget the name of it, Django or something. You pull out those little things, and then you hope it still stands, but it's not gonna. So it wasn't built on a foundation that was really solid. So yes, you could patch those parts, but you have to really patch them well, and you have to really be thorough to make sure that there's stability there. So that turns to a 7. So that's like moving forward with confidence, but it's also having options. So if it's in love, it could be unstable. If it's in everyday life, it could be unstable, but knowing that there's options is a good thing. So you have 24, so that's a 2 and a 4. So that's really good because a 2, it's like if it was in love, there might have been an unstable situation, but there, because of other options, or if it was a contract, there was a problem that you have options in that area, which is always better to have an option when it doesn't come to love, unless it's like not having anybody and now you have an option. But if it's having third party situations, it's not good. But when you have the 4, that's good. That's 11-11. And that makes it like, instead of having like a third party, now there's 4 people. So everybody hooked up and everybody, ended up where they were supposed to be. That's ultimately a 6. And a 6 is a victory. So you have to be careful when you're doing these victories because sometimes it's how you get to that victory is important. You have to do it with love and compassion, and you have to use your control and your power to, for the best, your highest of good for yourself and others. You have a 13, which is the death card. So it's going through a transformation, but ultimately, again, it's a 4. So that's a celebration for in itself. It could also be other things, contemplating, going through different changes, transformation, and finally reaching to where your goal is, having the patience to get there. On the bottom, you have a 25, which is again a 7. So you have a lot of 7s. 7 is good. 7 is after figuring out your options, you move forward confidently when you make your decision. You have a 14, which is a beautiful temperance angel. Angel by your side, an angel for someone else, guiding gently. So with that in mind, that becomes a 5, and 5s are challenges. And ultimately, you have a 9, and 9 is the wounded warrior, but it could also be of wish fulfillment. So if you feel like you're holding on to something and you're not sure, it's like you have to decide when you should give up on a situation and when you should continue on, because you guys work really hard, and we don't want anybody to be exhausted and wounded doing the work that you do. Take that time out, rejuvenate yourself so you can celebrate for your hard work. And even though there's death and transformation and there's challenges, you'll be able to get through that because you're the spark of light for everyone else. You know how to get things going and you know how to take charge of things. Do that for yourself and for others, which is a really plus positive thing for your personality, which is great. So that is your numerology. So now we're going to move on to your moon card reading. Although I do my readings timeless, I do have those intentions for December and January. Right now, it's a waxing gibbous moon, and it's passing through the zodiac sign of Taurus. It was in yours yesterday for 2 days. But whatever messages come out, no matter the phase of the moon, it was meant for you. Okay, here you go, Aries. Moon messages. Oh, one came right out. It is the energy is gaining momentum. Yes, it is. Waxing moon, which is true right now. Anyway, it's going with the phase. And this one is um, first quarter moon, which was just a couple days ago, and that was actually in Pisces. Your commitment is being tested. And the one that's peeking out in the middle is expect powerful change. New moon in new moon eclipse. Very nice. And yes, you guys do have powerful change. Technically, the tower could represent Aries. It could also represent the Scorpio. Um, that's very, very significant in your numerology. All right, so now love in general for tarot. Let's see what comes out for you guys. Give it a shuffle. There you are, the Fool. Could be Pisces also. Taking that leap. Two more. Okay, Aries, here we go. In love and general, messages for you. Okay, so we got three that came out. 4 or 5 actually. So first card you have here is a strength card. This is having the patience to be able to get through any challenges or anything that's on your mind that you know that you wish you could get done overnight, but instead it's going to take time. So if you're going to tame your own emotions, your own beast within, your own frustration, that's one thing. Or you could be doing this for another person, or someone could be doing it for you. You have the infinite possibilities here. Came out a lot, number sevens on yours, but this is a number 8. It's having the strength to get through. It's very powerful. It's knowing that you can't just do something overnight. You got to take time with calm patience to get to where you want to go. Some of you guys are feeling sad about a situation. This could represent water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's not being able to see what you have. Instead, you're looking at what you've lost. But if you're positive, because usually you guys are, maybe some of you right now are going through a hard time, or maybe you think something's good for you and it's not because you have the devil that came out as well. But eventually those cups will get refilled. So that's really good. It's being optimistic. It's like it's half full instead of half empty. And then you have the devil, which could represent, they say Scorpio, but it could represent an Aries as well. It represents anything that's being intoxicated or you feel drawn to that it may feel good, but it's really not good for you for the long haul. It's you go even indulge in pleasures and everything like that, which you should, but suddenly these lovers become bound. They become, prisoners at their, it could either be with someone else or just within your mind, your thoughts, or being consumed by something that's not good for you or not having a balanced situation. But instead being consumed by something that's really not good for you. On the bottom, you have a beautiful gift from above. Don't let it fool you, though. Don't let it. Maybe some of you guys have known this heartbreak before and know that it takes time and patience. Maybe some of you are trying to break free from something, but this is a solid offer coming into P. Um, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but somebody was also feeling trapped. This could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, air, but somebody was feeling trapped in a situation. So maybe that's why, because it was being consumed and it was taking all of your time and energy. And overall, you knew really because of the strength that it really wasn't going to go anywhere for the long haul. So what's in the root of this for you? See, here's your 7, your options. So maybe, one of those options might be good for you, not all of them. Unless you just want, if you want to date, that's one thing, then you have to be clear about that. Because in the past, somebody was left out in the cold, whether you did it or they did it. Somebody was feeling crippled and trapped in a situation. Somebody felt like maybe somebody was helping somebody because they weren't up to par in the relationship and they were putting more effort into it. Or somebody was very motivated and the other person wasn't. This can mean a lot of things. This could be, feeling sad or in mourning. because there were no options, or the options that you had weren't good for you. So let's move into the past here for you. Aries. There you are, the Emperor, traveling or expanding, using your knowledge, using your gifts, your tradition, which you know works, but also learning to be creative and go outside the box a little bit. This is working in collaboration with others. It's building for a stronger foundation, unlike the numerology with the tower. This could represent, upping a level in a relationship. It could also mean dropping somebody so you could build for a stronger foundation. And if this is work, this is like, you're head of a whole empire, a whole household, a whole business, whatever it is. It's like each person is really important. Like you could do it on your own, but having these other people help in collaboration, you build even better masterpiece. To let go of the tradition and be a little bit more creative and letting other people get involved and participate. The world card is like, if it wasn't a good situation, it's going to come to an end and it's going to be a whole new beginning, which is really nice. This is also upping a level in relationship. It's travel, expansion on, in your finances, or, in your worldly, how do you say, knowledge, being cultured. And it has to do with, endings and new beginnings and celebrations, being able to celebrate everything you've already been through and knowing that there's more coming. What's your advice here? So the lovers wants to peek out right here, which is the opposite of the devil. It's like being free. It's like being with somebody who's very, maybe not showing their emotions, but they have so much to give. Somebody's really focused, whether it's on their work or focused on you, or them on you, because this could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or it could be you represented, somebody that, is just has so much love to give, so much emotion, and maybe you're just searching for that one true soulmate, something that's not. Yeah, you could say it's intoxicating because you're in love and everything, but good for you, intoxication. To the future of this, but somebody's really focused, maybe they're trying to get their mind off of something. Here it is, a heartbreak, because somebody couldn't let go of something. They were holding on, holding back, whether it's finances, whether it's in love. It's probably in love. Could be both. Here you are, peeking out in the middle. Even though sometimes you feel down, you guys are the ones that start a whole new, brand new growth in anything. You have the idea and you have an imagination, because other people don't see growth here. Maybe people aren't on board with you, but you see it. Or maybe that other person doesn't see it like you do. You're seeing this brand new beginning, this brand new growth. You could grow something where it's barren, where other people see nothing. So if it's in love, you're seeing something maybe somebody else might have been holding back, or you were holding back, and you're trying to get a new idea and a new perspective on how to move forward in a situation. Because there were some secrets. You have the moon here, but they're going to come to light because you have the King of Swords here. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but it has to do with getting to the truth and the fact of the matter, because this person doesn't really show emotion. They have emotion, but they really have to stay, optimistic and pessimistic, both balanced out. They can't really judge you until they hear all the facts, because this person knows that whatever's being said, there's always another side to the story. There's always more to it. So they could only judge on exactly what you offer, what's ever being offered to this person, whatever they know. So they just want to know the truth, but they're pretty fair in judging. They're not going to judge you because they know that there's more, and they know that there's other sides to the story. So until they get all the truth, they're not going to, judge you. Now, it could also be cutting. You could cut off things, people, places, and things. This could have to really do with judge in a situation in court, but I believe that it has something to do with just finally getting clarity and say, you know what, I want to have the clarity of everything. I don't want to be heartbroken. I don't want to deal with intoxicated situations that are no good for you, feeling left out, whether somebody else feels this way you do. But you're going to be able to focus again and get clarity to move forward. on a situation. Because right now there's something was clouded. What you see in the dark doesn't always seem right in the light. It looks different. You have to see it in a different perspective. Let's see what else. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is going to be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, maybe. Again, you have more air back here, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But somebody was cutting. Somebody wasn't mature. You know, this person's very mature. Mature. This person is not. But somebody may also be, you know, I don't know. I don't know if they're maybe saying things that aren't good. You know, they're not telling the truth. There's some secret behind the veil going on. But this also has to do with finances and being stable and grounded. You know, in the earthly realm, because this person took that first coin, they worked really hard and they focused, and they were able to build a whole beautiful home, a business, whatever it's on their mind that you could build in the flesh. It's also knowing that, you know, they believe in the institution of marriage and family. So maybe for some of you, you were separated. Things weren't as traditional as they should have been because it wasn't working out. You're going to start over. But for some of you, you're having the strength to get through things, to have more solid foundation, bring it into the situation. Look, the tower's peeking out right there. And on the bottom, there's the tower, 16. On the bottom, you guys were waiting and waiting, trying to oversee something, hoping it would work out. But you are seeing things in a different perspective because now by being enlightened, you're able to see it from a broader perspective, from, you know, from not just one way, not traditionally, but to see it from all ways, all angles. So what's really good for you for the long run? Something that's not going to be, you know, toxic, controlling, that's going to take you all the patience in the world, you know, but you want that stability, but you want to build it with somebody who's clear-minded and able to communicate how they truly feel and to do it with love and compassion. I always say this could be a Pisces. See what else? See a possible outcome for you guys. Okay. Look, you got a soulmate right here. But somebody was doing trickery. Somebody was trying to get away with something, but you know what? Somebody knew. This is a power couple. You can't get over on it. Two people that are very clear. They get to the fact. They like to have fun. They're light and fun. But you have to communicate in order to make it good. You have to be on the same page. This is being on the same page right here. This is trickery. Something was going on. That's a soulmate, though. So now you came out, Queen of Wands. There was too much was going on. It was either too much work or somebody was juggling someone. More than one person. Maybe it wasn't being given fairly. You just want to be treated fairly, not to be tricked, you know, in broad daylight, which you'll figure it out. But here, look, this is the happy card. Happy home, happy family. This is what you're going for. After you get rid of all the toxic situations and the relationships that aren't working. Let's see what else. Beautiful, because, you know, the Queen of Wands goes out for what she wants. She's not afraid. You know, I mean, yes, she knows there's heartbreak, but she doesn't delve into her deep emotions often. But yes, she is sentimental. So is he. Both sentimental. There's your options again. Wondering where you're going to put your time and effort. You worked so hard on one already, on a situation or a relationship in love. Maybe somebody did you wrong, or maybe now you're just bored and you want to see what else is out there. You know, maybe you're not being fulfilled. But I think something was happening where it's either not good. It could be two situations not going on right because it was exhausting, draining. You know, maybe one was given more than the other. Somebody was juggling, somebody was heartbroken. But you have options. So if it was happening to you, then you have other options, not to worry about it. To move forward when you work with somebody who's clear with you, somebody that you can move forward with and have fun with and stay light. I know they got your back. See, now you have two soulmates here. King and Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's going to fight for you, stand behind you instead of you being out there. You want someone on the same page. They believe in the institution of marriage and family. If this has to do with finances, it could be something's going to get worked out. There's your wounded warrior, number 9. But look, it says to celebrate or give up on a relationship if it's third party. If you're going to step through, you step through with 1 because you had the 3. Now you're going to drop it and you're going to have 1. You're going to be able to move forward with somebody and be able to step in. Whether you do this on your own or whether you do it with somebody, it could be someone from your past or you're thinking about the past. But here, this is 11. You step through the gates. It's like you're brand new again. And you had 1, now you have 2. So that's like a pair. Makes you feel whole, makes you feel like yourself. It's like you have the whole world in your hands. You could travel, you could be together with a relationship that's really appropriate for you. But you have a choice here, which is good. You have options. So whatever it is, if you have to drop some options, if it's you, do it with, kindness. Do it gentle because any breakup hurts. But at the same time, if it was you, the opposite, and you were the option, it's going to be a good outcome for you. Only give up if you feel like you can't grow with it for the long run. Otherwise, just be yourself and go out and have fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share. If you'd like a private reading, you could send me an email or you could visit me on my Facebook page, Moon Jasper Gem. Take care, Aries. Till the next time. Bye.